do it. It's cold out.
Next up, that one.
C10, baby.
What's cracking, y'all? Outlaw's out of town. He's in Cali right now, so I'm kind of just hanging out around here and cranking out all this fun shit on my own. We got the C10 in the garage here, and then got all the Outlaw trucks nice and lined up right out front. And then my little piece of shit over here trying to get the old C10 running. She's looking pretty in the garage here. But trying to get the engine to run like it should. And when I first looked in here, the choke plate for the carburetor wasn't even there. It was just these two little screws. So I went ahead and stole the one off of here, off our old 350. So whenever we do whatever with that, we'll have to get another one of those. But for now, I got the choke plate on here. And then this is a vacuum operated choke. So you got your little actuator back here that with the vacuum pulls this open. So I just need to hook up a hose to the end of this onto the carburetor somewhere, probably like this guy right here. And hopefully she'll be running. We'll find out here in a minute. Wish me luck. Well, let's go ahead and hook up the other truck and see what happens. All right, got the bourbon hooked up. Let's give her another shot, huh? Well, that's a no-go. Let's try again later. Well, just did a tune-up on this thing and found out that half the plug wires weren't actually plugged all the way in. They were just like in place, but you got to push it just that little extra until it clicks, you know. And half of them weren't even all the way down. But anyway, threw some new plugs and wires in it, and about to give her another shot, and we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, how do you like them apples, baby? It's running and idling nice and smooth. Yeehaw! That is awesome, I love it. I guess maybe we'll take it for a little spin here in a minute and see how everything else does, huh? So as you saw, I just got it running and I got it to move for the first time. Not very far, but it did move. When we bought the truck, the guy told us the clutch was bad on it, and you know, it's just been sitting around here so long, being Outlaw both totally spaced on it. So just got the clutch ordered, and I guess we'll get this thing up on the jack stands and yank the clutch out of her, and yank the tranny out and get ready to swap that clutch, and hopefully then we can take it for a spin. So these are the wheels we bought for that old C10 in there. As you can tell, they're a little dirty, all the paint's chipped off and everything. So I think what we're gonna do is pull these tires off it. These are too big to fit in the C10 anyway. So we'll probably pull the tires off, pull the valve stems out, and get them sandblasted or something, and then either paint it, or either we'll paint them ourselves, or we might take them somewhere to get powder coated, a nice little satin white. Just trying to fix the stance on this thing. I don't mind how the tires on this side sit. You know, that's pretty far out against the fender well right there, and it's nice on the outside of the body. Tires, you know, decent width. Don't need anything much different than that. I don't mind that look. But this side, the wheel sits, you know, a couple inches further into the wheel well, and the tires are all skinny and crappy. So we'll go ahead and do those wheels up in a nice satin white, throw some new tires on them, and stick them on the truck. That'll definitely help our look out with the stance and everything. So time to get those over to Fat Boy so he can blast them off for us. Dude, what did you do? What the heck, man? You're just breaking yourself all over the place, huh?
Just trying to get out of work before I break my ankle. Step, rolled it, hurt like hell. Hurts, folks. Paint it. Oh, now you're recording me? I ain't saying shit.
Oh, come on.
I mean, Outlaw. I was saying, this one's too nice to jack up. You gotta find an old rust bucket El Camino. This one, sand it down, paint it jet black, put a bed liner in it. It'd be so much sweeter than that, man. Keep it low, keep it right.
Anyway, we got the fat guy out here. I got those tires pulled off the wheels. He's gonna run him to his work and go ahead and sandblast them for us. So he's a nice guy like that. We always appreciate him.
Make him look all purty for you.
Well, there you have it. Freaking transmission's out, clutch is out, flywheel actually looks pretty clean. And per the usual, we got some nice rusty bolts I had to cut off to get that cross member out of the way over there. That guy. Pressure plate's all burned up and it's just about had it. This has some cracks in it you probably can't see and such. A nice new shiny clutch in there. I even replaced the old pilot bearing in there. Now I just gotta put the bell housing back on and then slip the old tranny back in there, bolt it up, drive shaft. I gotta get some new bolts for the cross member that goes right here and hook the e-brake cables back up and we'll be done.
And I'm back. Did you miss me?
Yeah.
Oh man, so
No, they did.
I was gone for a week in Cali. And Dang's been freaking wrenching away up in this sumbitch. As you can see, C10's up on jack stands. He's been doing tits ton of work. Not only on the C10, but we've got plenty of trucks here. El Camino, K20, Bourbon, and the C10. So Dang has just been killing it. We're not gonna be painting this sumbitch, by the way. We're leaving it the patina look. I really like the look of this front bumper and everything. The old rusty, you know, without rust holes, but just like the surface rust look to it.
It's not like actually eating through the bumper, so that's fine as it is.
Yeah. I just like that look of stuff. Now, one of the things that we're going to be doing is these front quarter panels are brand new. The previous owner put these on because the other ones were like rusted through and shit. So these are brand new. So it like looks a little awkward when you're standing way back. You may not be able to tell right now, but it looks a little awkward because this is a darker, you know, faded orange, sun faded and shit. This is like brand new. So we're gonna do some sand some down a little bit, put some maybe a little bit more paint in there to give it some looks like this and whatever, and really give it that full patina look. So that's one of the things that we're gonna be doing. There's a couple body issues on this thing, dents and stuff like that. Dan already knocked one dent out with his body hammer that he bought because I'm a fucking idiot with the El Camino, as you guys know. And so we're gonna do a little bit of body shit on it. Just a couple little things here and there, and then of course the interior. The interior is pretty gosh dang bad. One thing about the interior is the bench seat. Now the bench seat they got in there is like, it's a really comfortable bench seat, but it just doesn't fit well with the truck.
It's that like gray-blue color that they use in a lot of their newer trucks and Suburbans and everything.
Yeah, and we might actually switch out that bench with the K20 bench. We're gonna see if, I'm pretty sure it'll fit. And we're gonna freaking, cause that's a K10 frame. So, you know, I'm sure it'll freaking fit. Even without the freaking, or K10 frame.
K10 body.
K10 cab. And hopefully it'll fit in there and we'll move that bench into the K20. I wouldn't mind having that subbitch in there.
It's comfy.
So other than just doing, you know, the little, filling a couple holes on the body where mirrors were put in, we're gonna try to make it look you know, original. We're not lifting it. We're gonna try to just make it look pretty badass and
It already looks pretty badass. That's kind of the beauty of this truck. It looks good the way it is.
Yeah, we didn't even freaking tell him, dude. We're keeping this motor in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What is this motor, man?
It's a 283 small block V8.
Yep, so you guys...
After I got it running, I was real impressed. It ran smooth, and I was real impressed with it.
We were talking about putting the 350 from the K20 in this, but it runs pretty gosh dang smooth. And I think since we're gonna do a quick flip on this thing, you know, we're only gonna be working on it for a couple weeks, if that. So we're not gonna go ahead and put the 350 in, and plus, you know, rebuilding the 350 and doing the heads on that bitch and stuff is not going to be in our price range for what we're going to want to get for this sumbitch. Okay, and then I guess last we'll show you the tires we got. I think in the last video we showed you guys in the last video. We just didn't give you a good look, but we got a really good deal on these all-terrain tires for this thing. Being that this is a Colorado truck, you're going to need all-terrains around this sumbitch. Because winter ain't over yet, even though it's freaking 65 degrees out right now. So these are Big O Bigfoots, and we got a freaking ridiculous deal for these sons of bitches. So brand spanking new. We're gonna put those on our freaking 15-inch wheel. Should be good to go. All right, so the next video on this sumbitch, we're gonna finish up. Well, today we're gonna be putting in the freaking getting the tranny back in. Got the new clutch on and everything like that. So we're gonna be doing that. And then the next video will be pretty much getting the wheels and tires, everything pretty much finished on this sumbitch. And it should be done in the next couple vids. So we'll get that freaking done, and we're gonna make it look sexy, we promise. And it's gonna be running good. And then we'll be ready to freaking sell. Good job, Dang. He's a good filmer, right? Everybody says he's got a freaking start a YouTube channel, but this is his gosh dang YouTube channel, man. All right, y'all, my name's Outlaw. I'm out, y'all. Let's Dang. He's got a big old
Wang.
Wang. And we'll see y'all on the dip side. Hope you're enjoying these truck videos. We're back, so they're gonna be in your gosh dang face. See yins. Holler.